Hello, and welcome to another edition of Rec Room. Kelly Davis tries VR. Yeah, shampoo VTA. That's me. VTA, I was trying to explain last night, is for Ventura Avenue, which is where I went to school in junior high school in the 70s. So I've been working on my room. I stayed up till like 4:30 last night. I must have been out of my mind. I didn't even go to the Battle Royale. I'll try not to move my head too much. I didn't even go to the Battle Royale. I was just having so much fun last night DJing in a disco and dancing because now they kind of have this cool disco. And then I got I had to get in a dodgeball game because now they have daily challenges where you can win things. And there was some kind of a glitch when I first came into the game this morning where I had an entire pilot outfit, including mustache and the goggles. And I'm like, this is great, but I didn't earn that. And I kind of don't think I should have it. And then I saw this morning somebody on Twitter was saying there's a glitch where a player in Battle Royale can get inside of a refrigerator to protect himself, I guess, from being fired upon. And I'm like, Skyrim bucket technology has reached Rec Room because that's how we steal things in Skyrim VRs. Or even in regular VR, but it's much easier in Skyrim. You just take the bucket, put it over the guy's head, or just carry the item off where no one can see and bend down and steal it there, Bucket technology. Anyway, it's just fun to try to add in all these glitches as part of your, frame of thinking for how you make things work and what you can do with it. Like last night, I flew clear out of the building and away on a little flying carpet pad I made with the Maker pen. It was really fun. And last night I did a new sort of setup, as you can see, after I turned the cameras off. And I made everything so you could move it individually, but it is still very difficult not to accidentally grab things like the floor. So you got to really be careful in your room because you could do all this work and then you have to go right back into your room because you grabbed the table or the floor or something by accident. It's a little twitchy. See, I got to get that lid up right. Be sure I've got it, right? And it floats in the air. So here I am preparing something for myself with my grinder. See, what I thought was important about this is that they want to do all this, censorship and stuff. And I thought, well, but the art community has been dealing with censorship for 200 years, 100 years. Who knows how long this has been going on? So basically, take it from us, this is not a bong. This is not a bong. This is a drawing of a bong. A very convincing drawing. When I can hold and move around and sit down like it was something that was real. See, so it's not breaking the rules because, like doing a picture of a religious figure I will not name right now, depends on who you are, how this upsets you, because to most people, it's simply a cartoon. It's not something, nudity or something, so, and kids kind of recognize it, and none of the kids are going to come in here. This is my personal chill spot when I'm not doing activities or trying out stuff or exploring or building in some other room. This is my hangout. This is my chill spot. Notice over here, I have smoke rising from the fireplace that I built last night. That was really fun because I was kind of decorating my floor. And things like this lighter. Okay, now this isn't like the greatest. Where is it? Where'd it go? But I just made it sort of bigger and stuck it together and then glued it together. And if I wanted to, I could edit it or I could delete it and start again. And it's just the representation. It just has to be kind of a geometric representation of what it is we recognize. It's our brains that write the story, not these weird shapes and colors in reality. So, the way you see light reflected off of an object, off of its surface area, is what causes you to see it as, whatever it is, plus your optics, your eyes. That's why your camera for the PS4 has two eyes, because it's seeing you in a triangulation like this, whoop, and that makes the 3D effect, right? Having the two eyeball thing. So when you're looking at objects, you're perceiving them. You're not actually, like, your eyeballs aren't touching it. Like, I see this with my eyeball. It's the information is transmitted through neurons and electrons into your brain, so you're not actually seeing real objects anyway. You're seeing the interpretation that your, eyes are sending to your brain, but you're not, touching it with your eyeball or something, or it's not transmitting the object into your head. Everything in life that you see is an interpretation passed through these, sensory things we have inside of our head. And then how we put it together up here is how we see reality. It's pretty accurate, I would say, through trial and error and evolution. But I think this is still not an inappropriate object unless you see it as such. So it's the eye of the beholder. Get it? It's kind of really interesting being involved in art. You learn things, This was like a whole movement. This is not a pipe. This is not a bong. It was trying to get people to realize that, you're not exactly seeing everything as it is, because it's an interpretation. There's some information, I'm sure, not being, or it's your version of, and it could be different than another human's version because of the setup that's detecting it inside of our eyeball into our mind. I took a logic class in philosophy. We talked a lot about perception. It was fun. I think I got a C or a B in one of those classes. I did all right, That wasn't too bad. I made this fake plant material, bud. I did this one with the maker pen, and then, like in pieces, I went to make all those little fuzzy things and added some of these little flecks of yellow. And I put it on sort of a stem I had created. And I did then a thick burst through the center so that it's not just all choppy, fuzzy things. And that kind of made something that looks somewhat plant material-ish. But if I didn't tell you what that was, you would think,